Hey there, my 24 members. It's your buddy Drew here, and this is this week's update. I'm just going to show you the date and all that stuff, so you know that it's the update for this week, and I'm not fudging stuff and all that. Okay, because it's the internet, right? Lots of people do crazy things and pull the wool over your eyes, and you don't know what's going on. So as you can see here, guys, it's October 20th. The last review that we did was on the 15th. Wait a minute. Is today the right day to do this? No, it's not. Today is not the right day to do this. But you know what, guys? I'm going to do this anyways because I'm really running out of time nowadays. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about this. I'm supposed to be doing this tomorrow. I'm doing this on the wrong day. Oh, I know why I'm doing this. It's because it's our 2-month anniversary. I said to myself, because last night I was like, oh, I should do the update for our the funds in our accounts and all that stuff, because it's the 2-month anniversary, 60 days anniversary of My 24 since we launched. But here's something I want to talk about before we jump into this, guys, is that my Facebook, okay, my personal Facebook page, okay. So here's 2 things I want you to think about. Please do not message me on my personal Facebook page because I get about 1,000+ messages a day, and I cannot get back to everyone. It's virtually impossible for me to get back to everyone. And what I'm starting to see now is people posting Drew Burton's a scam, Drew Burton blah blah blah, bad admin, stuff like that, because I can't message you back. I've had a lot of people like that I'm friends with. I've seen them posting that they hate me because I'm not messaging them back. Okay, and normally when I'm out there, before I owned My 24 and I was promoting offers and stuff, guys, I'd always message you back because it wasn't thousands of people messaging me per day. It was like just hundreds of people messaging me per day. And I could, it was humanly possible for me to do that. Now it's not humanly possible for me to do that. Because think about this, right? If you're thinking of messaging me, asking me a question, or like even just saying hi, or, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a while, stuff like that. Then think of this. There's thousands of other people that they're thinking the same thing because there's tens of thousands of people that are looking at what I'm doing because I own I own a revenue share now, make money online opportunity. So please, guys, be considerate and really think of the situation that I'm in. I want to help people out. I want to get back to people. I want to, my whole purpose of building My 24 was so that people can make money online, right? So I want to help, but I can't help thousands of people per day. I can't get back to you guys. Okay, so why do we have the group, the Facebook group, the group this video is in, okay? The reason why we have this group is so that we can support you, okay? And it's not just me supporting everybody, all 40,000 members or whatever we have right now in the system, okay, guys? You can come here and you can make a post in this group and you'll get a response, okay? So I'm going to say something right now that you have to think about, and you have to logically think about this. If you go and you make a post in our group that we feel doesn't need to be in group, like if you're just saying, hi, how are you doing? Or if you're asking a question that has been answered 1 billion times before, and you can just simply, go and look in the files page to get your answer, or you can look on the facts page on the site to get your answer. We don't let questions like that into group anymore because there's enough people out there that know the answers to those questions, right? Like what are the what are the ad pack levels and stuff that's like right on the front of the site even. And maybe that your sponsor should know, okay? Like those kind of questions. So we just delete those now, okay? Because there's no point having those kind of things inside group because it discourages people from going into group if they just constantly see the same thing over and over and over again. They don't want to go into the group, right? Let's get in here and let's see where we're sitting at this week for our site. So guys, we've crushed the 10,000 mark on Alexa.com, which is, that was one of my biggest goals when I sent out to put this site together, My 24-Hour Income, and build it. That was one of my desires, my dreams was I want to have a site that crushes 10,000K on Alexa.com, which is, it's unheard of, guys. And in our industry, I think there's only been 3 or 4 sites that have done that in the rev share industry. Guys, I think in the next 3 to 4 months, we will be we are right now one of the biggest revenue shares, but will be in the top 1 or 2 spot for rev share sites. And I think as of right now, we have the most active members, people that are actually active in their accounts, purchasing ad packs out of all the revenue shares, guys, because I've been looking around, at the the two other big ones, and I'm a member of both of them, and they've all had huge problems, which really affected their active member base. I know they have hundreds of thousands of members, but when you look at their active rate and their Alexa growth, it's a lot slower than ours. So what that says to me is there's not as many people going to the site, right? Not as many people going to the site means their active member base is slow. It's not as much as my 24. But that's not set in stone. That's just something that I'm looking at because guys, it's not really a competition, but in my mind and as a business point of view, being, not to brag or anything, but being the best or being really good at something is a super selling hook. It's something that's going to attract people, right? Like think about this in this situation here. Do you think about a rich person differently than you think about a poor person, right? When you see someone pull up to a gas station and they've got a 90s Honda Civic, like a 1998 Honda Civic that's, probably not even worth the value of the gas that they're putting into it to fill up the tank. And then you see, some clean cut, nice looking person or whatever pull into the gas station in a brand new Lamborghini Aventador, right? And what do you think, right? Everyone's going to look at the guy in the Lamborghini or the girl in the Lamborghini. Guarantee you, everyone's going to look at that. They're probably not going to think too much of the Honda Civic, right? The person in the Honda Civic. I know this is a horrible example to use, and it's not that nice to say, but when it comes to business, it's the same thing. If something looks really good and is doing very good, then it's attractive, okay? So with my 24, this is one of the biggest things that I'm after in this business is for the viewers, the public, the eyeballs that are looking at us, for this site to look amazing. And how to make it look amazing, and I'm not talking about just the way it looks. It looks fine, right? It looks good. It's a nice looking site, especially when there's, good looking guys like this on it. Looks really good, right? Some people are like, oh man, Drew, come on, buddy. But here's the thing is that if our numbers look good, right? Our Alexa rank is just killing it, just booming. Our total members, looks good, much better than average. The payouts, the commissions paid out. If these numbers look really good and there's proof to back it up that they're real, they're legit numbers. It's not like this is 50,000 and this is 150,000 members. That doesn't make sense, right? There's no way that could even be possible kind of thing, okay? So if it's a revenue share. So if our numbers look good, it's the same thing as pulling up to that gas station in that brand new Lamborghini, then pulling up to a gas station in a 98 Honda Civic that most likely no one's going to look at you. And if they do look at you, they might be thinking, wow, that's an old, it's an old junky car. I'm surprised that guy's putting the $60 into it to fill it up. Car's probably not worth $60. Right in the back of their mind, that's what they're thinking. They might not say that, but that's what they're thinking. So this in business, guys, means a lot. Think about any big business out there like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, any of those big, huge brands. That's one of their focuses is to put out a proper image. I don't know why I just went off and started talking about that stuff, guys, but I don't know. It just popped in my head, and I see a lot of people, how they market, and I kind of, I've seen really great success in my life with marketing and making, building online and stuff. And sometimes I'll be in my Facebook or I'll be in some social media or on YouTube or something. And I'll just see, marketers that are trying so hard. They're putting the content out there. They're trying to do this make money online thing, but they're just missing some really simple thing. Like they don't turn their lights on when they make a video. Here we go here. We're looking at crazy numbers. I don't think I even need to talk about these numbers, guys. This is 2 months. This is 60 days results. 60 days. Divide this by 60. Let's do that right now, okay? Look at this. This is right here. If you're like, I don't know how to promote, I don't know what to say to people to get them to join me or whatever. If you're thinking like that, just do this. Look at this. Okay? Divided by 60. Here, let's take this out. Watch this. Guys, you're going to be like, whoa, that is nuts. Okay? This is per day what my 24 is paying out. Guys, per day. This number here, per day, from day one. Okay, next month it's going to be 2 to 3 times more than this. Okay? Per day, from day one. Look at this, guys. This is results here that like after a year, most revenue shares would be paying out is around 100,000 a day. Okay? This is insane. It's phenomenal when you think about it. Okay? You're crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's per day what we've been paying out since day number 1 per day. Okay? Funds coming into the system are phenomenal. We're sitting at, I believe we're sitting at just over 1.6 million in our reserve fund right now. Okay, last week it was 1.5 point something. This week 1.6.1 or 2 or something like that. You can count them up when I'm done this video. Just crazy when you think about it, okay? So we're looking really, really good, guys, for a company that's 2 months old. It's like we're a year old and we've just been going up, up, up the whole time. I still, when I see these numbers, I kind of can't believe it. I believe, you know, this stuff here, I know how to market, I know how to build, I know how to teach people how to market and stuff. This I understand. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Okay, it's just crazy. It's nuts when you think about it. It's nuts, right? My 24 is kind of bringing this fresh idea, this fresh face to our space and stuff, and it's really cool. You know, and also Fahim's site, you know what, guys? Actually, right now, I'm going to do a little plug for Fahim because Fahim, this guy down here, okay, has helped out like so much. Between Fahim, this guy, and all the administration in our Facebook group, you know, all the support people, guys, my 24 would definitely not be possible. There's no way that this thing would even be going right now. Wouldn't even be going. Okay? I would have probably stopped the member base a long time ago and said, hey, we need to sit back and we need to, you know, I there's no way I can do this by myself, basically. Okay? And I think that's being super honest with you guys when, you know, when I'd say something like that is that this is not possible for just me to do. And that's a big problem in our space is that a lot of people, you know, they'll be like, okay, I want to make money. How can I make money? I don't really have a brand online. I don't sell online. I've never really done it. Oh, I'll open up my own business opportunity. You know? And then what happens is they have no clue what they're doing, but they have all these people out there, you know, that are promoting for them. Right? Like that's how my 24 is building. It's not me out there going and building these members. Right? I might be encouraging you or showing you guys what to do through the trainings and stuff, but you're the ones going and recruiting 2,000 people a week, 3,000 people per week. During the pre-launch, we're doing like 1,000 people per day, right? Into my 24, right? So it's really cool to think about it that way. So I'm going to show you guys Fahim's rev share because I think he's moving on month number 5 right now. And it was the first revenue share to take the concept that my 24 has, right? Of repurchasing outside, like withdrawing and then funding back into the site, right? His the first to do it. Okay. So I want to show you his site. Okay. So I'm going to go, I think his site's on here. I guess we can just use this page. There it is right there. Okay. So I'm going to show you, it's a lot smaller than my 24, but it's a lot older. Okay. So he's done, just, you know, over 100K in payouts. Okay. It's 152 days old. Okay, my 24 is 60 days old. So he's got like, you know, the site's been around a lot longer than my 24. I think almost 5 months now. He's got 3,712 members. So it is, you know, it's a good rev share. It's not super huge, guys, but it's the same concept, the same understanding as my 24. Okay? It's the same thing. It's the same repurchasing outside the system. So why I'm showing you guys this and why I'm saying, you know, this would be a good offer for you guys if you want to join. You know, don't ask me for a link. Just go, please, if you're going to join this site, go to the .com and join, okay? Because what happens if you join the .com is it helps the admin pay for hosting, pay for, you know, all that stuff, guys. The huge problem with sites like ours where they repurchase, you know, you can't repurchase inside the system. You have to withdraw to fund and then repurchase. Is it's super not favored for the administration because we don't make any money from it. You can check this site out. Just go to the .com of the site, guys. Just zfshare.com. Maybe I'll leave a link in the video description so you guys can go there. And the best thing to do would be to join through the admin's account because that helps him out, right? But if you want to find a sponsor, there's a ton of sponsors in here. Like you can see Adrian's number 2 in the system. He's number 1 in our system, My24. And all the admins from My24, guys, all the admins, they're in this rev share as well. So you can check that out. Okay. So, and the people that are pissed off thinking, oh, Drew's promoting some other rev share, guys, I'm telling you to join the .com. Okay. So don't say stuff like that. And he's my buddy. And if something's good and I see that it's going to last for a long time, people constantly ask me, Drew, what can I join that's going to pay me? Drew, what can I join that's, going to make money online? Then that's what I'm saying, right? I'm saying that if you want to join something that's built like My24, we see the results of My24, guys. It works. Really, really works. ZF's the same thing. It's the same concept. It's basically the exact same platform. We use the same script and stuff. It's the same thing, okay? So if you want to build another income stream, I'd recommend go check that out. There you go. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so let's go and look at our weekly update here and where we're at. We know it's only 5 days since I made this last video. It's not the full 7 days. So our counts aren't going to be as huge as they would be on 7 days. Okay. So just warning you here. Okay. So it might be a little bit less, but we are about 100,000 more than we were the last week because I've already looked at things here. But let's find, okay. So here's our Payza. Okay, so there's our Payza from last week. We had 340 and 304 in our frozen funds. So this week we've got more like 60K, guys. 60K went over to the frozen funds here. And we just did payouts before I started doing this video. So it's we're still fine. It's still good. There's nothing wrong with Payza because what's going to happen here, guys? And I know this number here, this frozen funds, it scares a lot of people because they don't understand why Payza does this. Payza does this for disputes, for if you have a problem and you've just funded, then you can send in a dispute and get your funds back. Okay? But here's the thing with revenue sharing and most make money online opportunities where you're not actually buying a physical product. If you're buying advertising or something like that, you can't get a refund because it's non-refundable. When you purchase that ad pack, you're agreeing to the terms and conditions that it's non-refundable. You can't get your money back, right? You're buying advertising. If you use your advertising, it's like you've went and bought a donut from the store and ate the whole donut. You can't take it back because you've ate the whole thing. There's nothing to take back, okay? So that's something there. I think we've had 2 people dispute in 2 months, so it's not that bad. And just because they don't understand what they're buying, right? They just buy because of hype. They buy because of what they see online, and they're like, oh, I want to make money. And then they buy it and they don't know what they bought. And they if you don't know what you bought, most of the time you're not going to enjoy what you bought, right? Okay, cool. So Payza's looking good, guys. We're sitting at what's that? 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 620, almost 620. So like 618 in Payza. So the frozen funds here, they're going to be released. This will go up to higher than 300K by the end of the day, guys. You got to remember too, it's the time, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just did payouts. Fahim just did the payouts. So I should have made my video later, but I'm making it, on the 20th because I wanted to do like a 2-month kind of update for you guys, right? Okay. I should have done it on the 22nd. That'd be 7 days. Okay. But it's the 20th today. So that's why this is a little bit low because we just did payouts and I have to do my video now. But it's still, it's the same as it was in this last week here. Okay. Because as you can see, there's only 304 here and now there's 368 in there. So it's basically the same thing. We're moving good, guys. Like you can see, there's always over, around 100K or so a day coming in through Payza. That's Canadian. So about 95,000 US a day going through Payza. And we have 3 other payment processors to go through. So Good stuff. Okay. Next one here we're going to look at is BTC. BTC, we actually had our first hiccup with BTC. There we go. Okay, so we had our first hiccup with BTC this past week. If you guys remember that, blockchain had a DNS server attack, and we lost a bit of money because we were doing withdrawals and they didn't tell us anything. They said everything was fine, basically. I went to their website, I went to their Facebook group, and they're like, oh, everything's cool. And you know, I made a video about it and put it in the Facebook group and stuff. But we did a bunch of double payments. You know, there's nothing we can really do about that kind of stuff, guys. It's out of our control. Basically, this is what happened was they had a DNS server attack. They didn't close down their site, but their site slowed right down. So when we were processing payments for 6 hours, the Bitcoin takes about 6 hours to process, guys. So when we were processing the payments, it was being sent, but it wasn't going in the system into the member's account because the blockchain, these are just the blockchain accounts, right? Because they're really slow. And then what happened was it sent out a double payment because it wasn't going in, and then it thought, okay, it's not going in. So then it sent it again, and it ended up everyone that was in blockchain, or most of the people, I guess, got a double payment. And it was about $20,000, guys, that went out in double payments. What I decided to do is just not do anything, sit back and let it recover, guys. And it's been recovering just fine. You know, it's been going really good now. So I'm going to show you guys the results of the BTC here. And really, like, you don't need to go and complain or anything like that, guys. And really, when it comes down to it, it's like if the members of My24 want to not even succeed, you know, see the system succeed, it's going to succeed, guys. We could probably lose $300,000 one day, and it'd be fine, you know, in 2 weeks or something. You know, it'd be totally fine because we've seen stuff like this happen before. And we always recover from it because of how the system's set up, right? And the majority of the members are on the system side. They want to see the system succeed. But I was actually surprised about how many people didn't send their double payments back. It was just incredible. It was insane. I think we had not even 5,000 of it sent back, and I'm guessing it was around 20K because we did about 1,700 withdrawals of the BTC. Right, and a lot of people use that blockchain wallet, but a lot of people didn't send the double payment back, and I kind of, I was kind of mad about it, and I kind of sat back and I was like, okay, well, we could do something. We could, kick these people out of the system that didn't send it back, or we could, freeze their accounts and just take their earnings balance. That's what most systems do out there, guys. But I sat back and I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like we can recover from this. So does it really matter? Let's just not put anything out negative about the system. Like I could do that. I could go and I could kick people out of the system that didn't send back their double payment, or I could go and just freeze their account so they can't withdraw, and I could just take their earnings balance when they're, when they earned or whatever. But then I thought, what's going to happen if we do that? What do we always see when something is negative from a system? We see people going complaining, people not understanding, and then going and posting on Facebook, blah, blah, blah is scamming me. They took my blah, blah, blah. They took my earnings balance. They won't let me withdraw, blah, 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 all this stuff. So I thought, well, what do we got here? What do we got in place? We got our referral commission pool that makes incredible amounts of money. It's just crazy, right? We've limited the referral commission pool to Saturdays and Sundays, so members get that. Saturdays and Sundays. The reason we do that, guys, I explained that on the Hangout. If you want to know why we did that, I explained all of that on the Hangout that we did last Sunday. So you can watch that. It's on YouTube. It's on Jonathan's channel. So you can contact him if you don't know where his channel is and subscribe to it. And, we've got that huge recovery net from the referral commission pool, right? That's sitting in all these accounts here, right? It's just crazy how much comes in from that. We've got over 8,100 people in the referral commission pool, right? And the other thing behind this is that if you put out a negative vibe about a business, some people believe it, right? Some people will be like, that are non-members maybe, or that don't like success, other companies having success because they love some other company, they'll go and they'll feed from that, right? So I thought the best thing to do is just to sit back here and overcome overcome the things that happen. We can do it. We've done it before. Guys, we did the double payments that went out through Payza. It was like $60K in a day. We recovered from that within the first week. After that happened, it was like a week later and everything was cool. We were back up to where we were. So here's the Bitcoin. We're not that here. I'll update this again because I bet more came in through the Bitcoin because this thing built so quick, right? So there you go there. Okay. So this is going to be funny. Did you guys see that? Right? It was at 138 something. Okay. Now it's at 1394. So this is live proof here, guys. I want you to understand how powerful this system. This is live proof how fast we can recover. It's like, I didn't leave this sitting here for 10 hours or whatever. So when I started making this video, I opened up all the wallets. Okay. This is how fast we recover. Okay. So where were we last week? We were at 1393. Okay. 1394. So we've already recovered. That was like 2 days ago, guys, when we the double payments of like 20K or whatever went out of the system to because of the DNS attack on a coin payments wallet. And it's not on us. It's not on our wallets. It's like them, right? It's on their wallet. It has nothing to do with us. There's nothing that we could have done about it. Okay. So you saw that live there. These numbers they went up. Okay. So this is how fast we recover guys. I keep on saying this in these videos that this system, my 24-hour income, and these new concepts of these new systems, there's so many systems, guys, that are coming out that are copying my 24 and ZF share, right? The Fahim's Rev share that I showed you at the start, because they work. And you saw the live proof there that this stuff works, right? We just gained about $10,000 of funds. I think it was at like 1385 or 1389 or something like that. And, we recovered from that, like boom, like that. So it happens super, super, super fast. Okay. And, what is it? Why is that happening, guys? Why are we recovering like that? It's from the funds of the members that are in the system already. It's not the new members coming in. It's the members that are in the system maintaining their account, right? They want to make $1,000 a day online. Then it's up to them to make $1,000 a day online. It's not up to me to make them $1,000 a day online. It's up to them. They want to make more money. They withdraw and then fund back into the system to repurchase and to build, and to kick that compounding in gear. Boom, boom, boom. It's like building a Lego house, right? You stop when you want to stop. If you don't want to stop, you want it to keep on going, you just keep on going, putting those blocks together. Okay? So that's pretty cool. So you look at that. That's awesome, guys. We're almost at 900,000 US in the BTCs. I think in 2 more weeks, we'll be over $1 million of BTC. And I think we'll have one of the biggest BTC accounts in the world. Will be my 24th BTC account, guys. Really, really cool, right? It's awesome when you see results like that. Okay, so let's move on here. Okay, so this is the Perfect Money account. We had 85,464. So we'll do this here. We'll do another. See what happens here. There you go. So 85,000. So it's the same as last week. Let's get moving here. We're going to go to the next one, which is Payer. There's our Payer account. So we're sitting at 81K, and this week we're sitting at 86K. Okay? So we went up another 5K in Payer. So we're sitting at a really, really stable situation right now. Every week is stable, but we're good. Like, we go through little wee road bumps, double payments, having problems with some payment processor. Maybe, the communication's not good, guys. Bitcoin. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. Not at all. Just owning a company and seeing the communication through these wallets is nothing like Payza, guys. Nothing like Payza. Payza is such a good company. They care about the people that use it. They care about the companies that use it, right? Like, I met the director of Payza. He phoned me up and he's like, "Hey, I'm in Canada. Can I meet with you?" right? I see you're doing very good. Can I meet with you? And I was like, sure, let's meet, right? These Bitcoin companies, guys, they would never do that because it's not it's not structured as a company. Okay, I'm going to say something here that most people will not like. I do not believe they're legitimate companies. Okay, legitimate, not as in legitimate as in like they're illegal, but legitimate as they're not structured as a proper company should be structured. A proper company should be structured so that it can support the members that use it and the companies that use their services. Okay, these kind of wallets, these Bitcoin things, they do not. They don't, guys. They don't. It's hard for me to talk about because we use them, right? But I want to be honest with you guys, and I want to, tell you guys what I see, okay, and maybe problems that we will see in the future, right? Is that these things, they don't charge fees. They're not structured like a business. They don't give you proper support, right? The companies that use these, that are, online scams, they don't use e-wallets. They use these things, these Bitcoin wallets, okay? Because they know the government doesn't look at them, okay? They know that they're not going to get tracked or anything like that. Like Payza sends in a review to the government every single year, guys. The year they send in a review, okay? And it's because it's a legitimate business. It's a business, okay? These things, they're not even considered the dollar, right? So it's totally different. But here's the thing, is that most people, they'll start using these because this is, what all the leaders and the pros are saying. Yeah, use a wallet, use Payza, use Perfect Money, some make money online opportunities, use Payza, okay? A rev share would never touch Payza because there's, what's happened in our space over the last 2 years with Payza is just crazy, and no one's going to touch Payza anymore, or PayPal, sorry. No one's going to touch PayPal anymore, right? But the leaders out there, they're telling their team, they're telling their members the truth to this stuff, that, what's the most important thing you can do is structure your business so it'll last and so that it's set up properly, right? But here's what a lot of amateur marketers are doing, is they're using these wallets to start because that's what their leader, their mentor or whatever is telling them to do. And then they're saying, okay, well, yeah, Payza has fees. So if I use Bitcoin or a cheaper wallet, then I don't have to pay fees. You don't have to pay fees, but you don't get supported. What happens if you don't get supported? What happens if you sent a payment of, say, $1,000 and the payment fails, and some strange reason, this is most likely not going to happen that much, but it has happened before, that payment doesn't go back to you, it gets stuck somewhere, right? Or it gets stuck in the coin payments wallet, and they don't send it back to you because they don't care about it, because they don't have any support to look into it for you, because you're not paying a fee, right? It's just a transaction. It's just like an ATM transaction kind of thing. Even ATMs charge you fees, right? Because you pay a monthly fee to use your ATM at your bank account, okay? So I hope that opens some light for you guys, because I see a lot of people going and building Payza or building, Perfect Money or Payer or like a proper e-wallet, and then they're going and taking their withdrawal and they're putting it into BTC. Okay, guys? I recommend you don't do that. Okay? And the reason behind that is because these things are not proper structured businesses. That's what I should be saying is properly structured businesses. Okay? And they probably hate me for saying that, because probably maybe someone's watching that owns a BTC wallet, maybe, I don't know, something like that. But that's the honest truth behind this, guys, is that, e-wallets and payment processors are more, they're just as important for you to build as your income streams, as your business opportunities out there that you're promoting. You do not want to just go and promote one business opportunity and be like, okay, this is the only business opportunity I'm going to promote the rest of my life, and this is it for me. All I need is just this one business opportunity. That's all I'm promoting. Because what will happen is you got one income stream, and is that reliable, right? That's like you run in a running race, and you got one leg. You're like hopping down the road, right? Multiple income streams is what you want. It's the same thing with payment processors, right? Payment processors. You want multiple payment processors. And that's why inside My24, your profile is complete, 100% complete when you have all 4 payment processors filled. Okay, guys, My24 is set up for you to succeed online. Okay, if it was available, I would bring in other business opportunities into there. And that's kind of the future of My24, is that we want to build multiple streams of income for our members through My24. So My24 would be like the hub, and then you have all these other income streams, right? Because guys, in business, I know this sucks because I own a business, but in business, you don't want to just build one thing and be like, that's it, I'm done. This is all I need is this one thing. Okay? So that's kind of the future of My24, guys. We're going to have, think of it as a bunch of branches, right? Or your hand here. You got My24, you got marketing tools, you got an income calculator that you can build affiliate commission off. You got all these other things. And over the year, that's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a tree. And all these things are going to produce external source of income for, I don't know if you can see that, for My24. Okay? So that's the goal of My24. So I know my hand was low. Maybe you guys couldn't see that. But anyways, this is My24, and this is all our external sources of income that we're bringing into the system, guys. Okay? Within 6 months, we want to have 2 of those completed. Okay? And I think in this next month here, we're going to have these 2 in the system, the marketing tools and the referral, the commission, not the commission, the earnings calculator, right? That's going to have an affiliate product hooked up to it, affiliate link. You can actually sell this. Okay. So it's cool. Okay. So that's it from me. My chair is really loud and squeaky. Maybe I should get a new one. This was a long video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something in this video. Every week I want to just put out, some really good knowledge out there for you guys that I've learned from my past, mistakes, experiences, things that got me ahead really fast, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So I'll see you. My name's Drew, and I'll see you guys in next week's update. Bye-bye.